Before I continue discussing the markets, please take this moment now with helping me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click subscribe. Click this bell. Click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Next, click the thumbs up button every time you watch my videos. Okay, let's continue with the view of the markets. It's 5:44 p.m. New York time. The equity markets are closed, same with the futures. So tomorrow being Friday, 08:30 a.m. New York time, some big economic news is going to be released. One is the average hourly earnings, 2, the non-farm employment change, and 3, the unemployment rate. Those are huge economic news events going to occur. So the price action we had all the way up till today, since Monday, could change tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But we're going to look here at the weekly candles. Each candle is a week. We're starting off with the equity indexes. They are very sensitive to these issues. Looking at the S&P 500, and this is the cash index. Do you know what the cash index means? Most people don't. The symbol is Sierra Papa X-ray. You can trade options on this, but you can't trade the stock. But there's a stock ETF for it. Do you know that? Oh, looking here. So for the week, which is not done yet, we did make a new high, all-time high. Above this consolidation. It's still pretty much in a consolidation. Looking at the NASDAQ 100. We did not hit an all-time high. Last week was the all-time high and sold off hard. So it's forming an inside candle, indecision. It's hollow. What does that mean if it's a hollow candle? Holla. Let me hear you holla. Well, that means it's equivalent to a green candle. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look at that. It's also an inside candle. And it's holla. Holla. Let me hear you holla. We did not take it at the all-time high. The all-time high was 3 weeks ago. So right off the bat, we have a discretionary occurring. You have the S&P 500 index made an all-time high for the year. The NASDAQ 100 did not. Neither did the Dow Jones. And look, the Dow Jones was 3 weeks ago. The NASDAQ was last week. Let's go look into the next. The Russell 2000, all-time high for the year. Broke above this consolidation. The Dow Transports, inside candle. Here's the all-time high 4 weeks ago. Still in consolidation. The Dow Utilities made an all-time high for the year, but we did not take out the high of last year yet. So what could be going on here? A lot of mixed signals. Yeah. Also, the S&P 500 index. Do you know how many sectors are in there? Do you know what indexes are in there? Well, I'll show you again. The NASDAQ 100, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the Dow Transports, the Dow Utilities, and the S&P 500. Those indexes are part of the S&P 500 index. And look at all these. Only one of them is above the high of last week. So is the Dow Utilities pushing this up? I don't know. Should be a balance. And the Russell 2000's own index, and it made an all-time high. So here's the leader, the small caps. Let's go look into the big picture. We're going to look at yields and treasuries because they affect businesses a lot. Looking at the 30-year yield. Look at that. For the week, we took out the swing high. Whenever yields go higher, they push pressure on interest rates going higher. Who benefits when interest rates go higher? The financial institutions, the banks, the big Wall Street banks and small banks. Yep. So look at this. We made a high for the year also. It's all-time high for the year. Momentum's going higher. Staircase pattern higher high. That could put pressure and increase inflation. Now we know Europe's having signs of inflation, North America, Asia, yeah. But the biggest economy in Europe is Germany. And then the second, I think, is what, UK? What's their policy? How are they going to deal with it versus North America or Asia? Let's look at the 10-year. yields. Made a higher than last week, but did not take out the high of this year yet. First, see here, we took out the high of this year and the high of last year already. Well, yeah, that's swing point. Sorry, that's not the high of last year. That's the swing point took out. And we're looking here at the 5-year yield. It's in a consolidation. It did not take out the high this year. Let's zoom in. Again, each candle's a week. So we have the 30-year took out the high of this year, not the 10, not the 5. Big difference than what was occurring past 4 years. Let's look into the treasuries. Treasuries are fixed income. People buy those for fixed income. Wow, the 30-year broke below this consolidation and retested the swing low. Now it's in a new consolidation. And just to note, that big weekly candle, that's midpoint. See my past videos, I label that as a technical indicator as potential reversals or breakthrough. And look what happened right there. Prices ran up. Bunch of sellers were there, sold it, pushed it down, made a bearish pin bar. No studies, no moving averages, no bells and whistles, just using candlesticks, some analytical thought process into it, deep thinking, and it worked. Good job out of you if you applied this trade idea I was showing you for past days and weeks. Okay, a 10-year. It's also trending down, staircase pattern lower low. And the 5-year, really tight range, really tight, building a coil. It's going to break out. So again, we're inside the range from the high and low of this year. We did not take out the high of last year yet neither. I would stay abreast to these, what's going on here. They're going to have a huge effect come the rest of the year, whatever happens here short term. Because there's a lot of policies being made behind closed doors in Europe, Asia, and United States with your own central bank in your own country. You should be following their news, know what's going on, and looking at the performance of those banks in your country to get an idea. What are they doing with their money? Where are they investing their money? Are they investing in equities or fixed income? Do you know what the difference is between that? Yeah. You think banks are just putting all that money in a vault? Insurance companies, you think they're just putting it in a savings account? Nah. They invest in either fixed income or equities or combination or some other crazy and wild, unbelievable derivatives. It's your money. You may be concerned. Okay, let's look at some of the biggest U.S. financial institutions. When I say financial institutions, they're a broad sector. It could be just banks or brokers, but the big ones, they typically diversified. They have multiple financial departments, from mortgage departments, brokerage departments. We're looking here, the first one, Alpha X-Ray Papa, American Express. Have you ever heard of them? Here's the high for the year. We're not above it. And here's the high of last year, this yellow horizontal line. But the momentum is going up. So it's still choppy in a consolidation. And this has been a demand zone. Buyers were here. And look at that bearish pin bar. That's a trade signal there I apply often. Bravo Alpha Charlie, this yellow horizontal line is the high of last year. Here's the high of this year. It did not take it out. The momentum has been down. Big reversal this week. Now it's in a consolidation phase, holding above that 30. Hey, by the way, do you know that United States Senate and the current new administration has put into a new leadership, a new person in charge of the U.S. Treasury Department? Yes, they have. Do you know who that person is? Janet Yellen. So apparently these financial institutions, since she got in, or last week, I think she was approved, just recently, these financial institutions are turning around. They're going higher. Do they like her? Apparently so. Wall Street approves of her, but there's a few people that voted against her, being approving her. Yeah. I wonder why they don't do what they really want to do. They just do what they were told to do. So we're looking here at Charlie. Yep, Citigroup. It's a bearish pin bar. That's the high for the year. And the momentum has been down. It's took out that high this week. So big turnaround. We'll see if it continues going up. Goff, Sierra, all-time high for the year. It's in acceleration, but reversed. You understand? A lot of these financials reversed after Janet Yellen got approved to be the head of U.S. Treasury. That means they're approving of her. Again, we don't know what necessarily the policy is going to be over the next 4 years with her, other than has a history showing she's more transparent than anyone ever been in history for U.S. Treasury or the Federal Reserve. When she was Federal Reserve, she was apparently the most transparent. Yep. Doesn't mean that's good for everybody. Just telling you that you know ahead of time typically what's going to occur with her decisions. Juliet, Papa, Mike. Wow, here's the high for the year and a reversal. Strong move up. We'll see at the end of the week how we're going to actually close on these candles since they're not done yet. And I already did that one. Oops, that one. Mike, Echo, Tango, one of the strong ones last year. Look, yellow horizontal, the high this year and the high of last year. I'm not taking them out, but strong move on this weekly. Okay, let's look at the last financials. Again, each candle's a week, and tomorrow's the last day of the trading week. Inside candle, Mike Sierra. Yep. But it's holla. It's holla. Holler. Can you say that? What does hollow mean? It means it's equivalent to a green. It's indecision. But this might be reversal. There's a name for a candlestick pattern like that. When the smaller candle inside is smaller than the prior one, you know what that candlestick pattern is? And do you know what that typically means? It's supposed to follow through, occur? Study your candlesticks. Uniform Sierra Bravo, huge reversal. So here's the high for the year. Here's the high for last year, this yellow horizontal line. We're going to see if that trend reversal continues. These are trade ideas. Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, one of the bad kids on the block. A lot of bad leadership. So here's the high for the year. And it certainly did not take out the high of last year, but it turned around. So are they going to benefit? Bravo Kilo, also a huge turnaround. Here's the high for the year. See that turnaround holding right above 40. Sierra Tango Tango. Yep, same thing. Green candles turned around, holding around that big round number 70. Here's the high for the year. And Papa Yankee, Papa Lima, PayPal. Wow, took out the high of this year and last year. The momentum super strong. It's been one of the strongest. So if you remember from last year, I've been finding and if you look at this video on the playlist tab, shows you the financials. I showed you last year very often, which was the strongest ones. If you were trading financials, the sector was not strong, but there were some in there that were super strong. And some of them are turning around again, looking really good this year, i.e. PayPal is one of them. Okay. So if you haven't subscribed yet, because there's a lot of people watching and they haven't subscribed, please, it's free. Why wouldn't you want to do it? Click that subscribe button and click like. And if you want to get better trade ideas faster, on the bottom is my Patreon link. Click on that to join. If you like this market information I've shared and want to learn more with greater detail, step-by-step training, I have a Patreon page. I share trade ideas for earning monthly income. Below in the description box, click Show More. Scroll down. This link here, click on it. Take you here to my Patreon page. Select the membership and join. Then you have access to unlock my posts.